Last night, Hard Knocks episode 2. Um, I honestly thought it was a little bit better than the first episode, but still pretty, still kind of dry, in my opinion. Not a lot of excitement. Big Mo. Apparently, they did not. The producers did not watch our podcasts from Saturday, where my adjustment on Saturday segment, the adjustment segment was the producers of Hard Knocks needed to really, really sit down and really try to find some, um, outgoing, funny, polarizing characters out of those players and coaches. And I don't think they really took that to heart. If they did watch the podcast, I don't know. Um, I'll say one other thing and then I'll let you guys talk. I right away they got off to the Olympics. They started talking about the Olympics. I'm like, can we please get past the Olympics now? Olympics are over. It's time for some football. Obviously they have a connection. Simone Biles' husband plays for the Chicago Bears. But then how about that rope climbing? That was unreal.
Yeah, that was impressive.
She didn't even look
Yeah.
like Simone Biles on the rope. Didn't even look like a human being. That was unbelievable.
Pure strength.
Oh,
She is an Olympic athlete, Curt.
yeah, no kidding. Holy cow. I mean, her body, she put her legs out like in the pike position, body just stands still and just it was cool.
Core strength, baby.
But anyway,
That might have been the most impressive thing during the whole Hard
yeah.
Knocks.
Yes.
Yep. Big Mo, they talked a lot about Caleb, or they showed a lot of Caleb Williams, as they should. They started to talk about the rookie wide receiver Rome Adunze from Washington. Question for you, Big Mo. What do you think? Caleb Williams, Rome Adunze, the next Joe Montana, Jerry Rice?
You're like, that was a sarcastic question?
Either you think they are, or you don't.
Well, then I'm on the other side of the fence, and I don't think they are. But maybe they will be. But I don't. Come on, they've got a long ways to go before they should even be compared, or even have a chance to be compared to that duo. I'm not a Caleb Williams fan yet. He's going to really have to go out there and prove it. But CJ Stroud was able to do that last year a little bit. Gained a little respect for him. So if he can have a sophomore season, I don't think those two turn out to be the answer for the Bears.
I'll just Trent, I'll let you hop in here. I just want to say, since you brought up, or since you said what you thought about Caleb Williams, I agree. And again, we're getting a 50-minute take on an entire week of practice. Of that 50 minutes, yes, a majority is focused on Caleb Williams, but we're not getting, all day, every day practice here to make these judgments. But to me, he just doesn't seem super focused, I guess I would say. And I think if you look at successful quarterbacks, I mean, they are zoned in 24/7. And he just doesn't, to me, at this juncture, and again, totally basing it.
Yeah. I mean, we have a very small sample size, and
100%.
I mean, we have really probably no basis to probably judge them at all. But I will say, in the small, very limited viewing that we have of Hard Knocks and some college stuff, and
yeah.
I'm glad I'm not a Bears fan.
Okay, all right. Trent, after 2 episodes now, getting a little bit of an in-depth look at number 1 draft pick Caleb Williams. What are your thoughts?
I think he will be average. I don't know. He just doesn't seem like has the same mentality of like Rodgers or like that superstar type like Mahomes, or I don't know. I think he moves well enough to be effective. I think he can keep plays alive, but I think it just depends on his personality. I think he needs to be able to get along with all of his guys and make sure that they are satisfied at least, because you know how that combination goes when one's unhappy and they just kind of shut down. But I don't know. The episode's boring. I don't know. It's just not. There's not a whole lot going on. They just show some of the scrimmage stuff, and then like I think the most entertaining person's the third string quarterback.
I was,
He's got the most life out of anybody on the team. Obviously, DJ Moore is probably their stud with Keenan Allen, but Keenan even said himself, he said he hasn't caught a ball yet because he's getting locked up by the one cornerback. So they might want to switch that up so he can at least get some reps. Because if he's just out there running around, he's just getting conditioning. But yeah, I like the third string quarterback. I think he's got the most life and the most energy, and obviously he's playing for a spot, so he's got to kind of bring that all the time. But and from the preseason game, it looked like he played pretty well. So, but I don't know. The episodes are just kind of, it's like they get through it.
yeah.
There's just not a ton of excitement, and the Bears aren't very exciting to begin with, so it's kind of a hard episode to try to make people excited about the Bears just because they have Caleb Williams, who hasn't won anything, you know. So they got some work to do.
I tried to watch it this afternoon and I fell asleep during it.
At least
I didn't even wait. I didn't even wait for it to come out last night.
Oh, we should talk about that.
Well, yeah, but I watched it this afternoon, turned it on, hoping to just be glued to the television, and 20 minutes in, out. Cool.
Yeah.
So I had to go back and try to rewatch it, and then I was like, "This is like watching mud dry."
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was supposed to come out at 9 o'clock on the HBO Max app last night, and you know, I kept waiting. Where is it? Where is it? I get on Twitter, everyone's tweeting, "Where's Hard Knocks? Where's Hard Knocks?" You know, I think it was like the number 4 sports trending topic for a little while. Where's Hard Knocks? You know, went to the HBO Max Twitter page. They're not even saying anything about it.
Do you know when it finally got released last night?
I think I finally gave up at a little after 10 o'clock. I was like, I'll just watch it tomorrow because
yeah,
getting past my bedtime.
Yeah.
But you know, apparently, if you have just regular HBO and regular cable, so you pay for HBO as part of your cable, you know, as an add-on to your cable, it actually did air at 9 o'clock. It's just all of us that don't have regular cable anymore, and we have, you know, we utilize the stream as like a streaming service. That's where they didn't put it on until sometime after 10 o'clock, despite that it would be up there at 9. So
they're trying to save cable TV.
yeah. So, but anyway, you know, you mentioned the third string quarterback. I think, you know, if the production team is watching this, you know, I would encourage them to really focus on that battle between the third stringer that you're mentioning and then the fourth string guy, because obviously I mean, assuming they only keep 3 quarterbacks.
Yeah.
One will stay on the practice squad, but maybe that battle for that, obviously Caleb Williams is the clear-cut starter, Rippon is the clear-cut backup, but maybe they focus a little bit on those 2 guys because they both seem to be, you know, outgoing personalities, might bring a little bit of entertainment to the program, focusing on that battle for the third string spot.
Yeah.
You know, other thing, speaking of him, what was his last name? Reed, is it?
Reed, yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool too when he was talking to the tight end, Komet, about about the show Love Island. That is something I do like about Hard Knocks when they kind of show, like, it makes you realize like these guys are just regular people. You know, they still watch TV shows and they still, you know, watch trash TV like Love Island. So
yeah. The other guy that I thought was pretty interesting was the he's either the backup running back or third string running back.
Yeah,
he
Howard.
was going to be a doctor.
Yeah,
but then he kind of was like, well, I just might as well try to be in the NFL because that's what I want to do.
Yeah, why not?
decent little fallback plan though for him.
Yeah.
It's all
Must be
right.
nice.
It's okay. It's all right.
Yeah, not too bad. But yeah, it seemed like he scored 2 touchdowns, I think, in the Bills game.
Yeah, he did. Yep.
But he seems like he's a decent little player. He's quick, he's fast. But I liked him as well.
Yeah, and then they had the 5th rounder Booker.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They're talking about he's fighting for a spot. He had 3 sacks in the Bills game. So
Yeah, he looks like a freak athlete. He looks like he's 6'4" and long and strong and looks like
yeah,
he could be a problem. They're saying he's like 21 years old or something like that.
yeah, they said he's only
He's-
21. So
He's got some room to grow. So I think he could be a pretty good player. There's just
and
not a
then,
ton of excitement. There's not a ton of excitement. The Bears are not very exciting to begin with, and they're trying to make them relevant, but it's going to be a while. Especially if Caleb's good, it'll still be 3-4 years. But if he's not very good, then it's full restart for them.
yeah. All right. Well, we're on to episode 3 now. We'll see how that goes.